Hey YouTube, Sam here. Well, I just got done doing the brakes on the other side, so go check out that video if you want. And during that video I said I didn't believe these were leaking, and on the other side I checked it out real well. It looked fine to me. The further I get into this side, although it's not real wet up here and stuff, right here that has definitely got some grease and wetness here. So I'm going to go ahead and change out this wheel cylinder. I should probably do both sides, but I am done with that side over there, and I'm going to go against my normal rules and probably regret it later. But anyhow, we're going to go ahead and change out this brake rear wheel cylinder. Hopefully you can see this. I got a 9/16 wrench on here, and there's a line that just goes right up into the back, right in between these two bolts here. And it's 9/16 is a little bit hard to get on and off, but the metric equivalent, which I don't even remember what it was, I think 14mm, was just too big. So I think this has been stripped out. Part of that is because people use wrenches like these, and even I do wish I had line wrenches. I've only got a few, and none of them will fit this one, so we may have to go up to a 14 and round this off even a little bit more. We'll see. Maybe I'll be able to make it work. I gotta see if I can find something better. See this? I went and got a 15mm, actually is what it is, and as you can see, it's pretty loose. So I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a 9/16, but it's kind of stripped out. But with that 9/16, I loosened it up, so hopefully, see, righty tighty lefty loosey, hopefully this will take care of it without doing too much damage to it. And then when I go to final tighten it up, I'll use a 9/16 again and find that spot where it fit. I got an 11mm socket on the back of this, and there's a bolt here and a bolt here. Just take those loose. It's not rocket science. Took those bolts out of the back there. We undid the fluid. The hose for the fluid goes through at. I'm just going to take this to get off to get out of the way. It's just a little piece. I don't know exactly what it's there for, but move that out of the way. And this technically should just pop out of here, but it's probably been in there for a while, so I'm just going to use my little rubber mallet here. Go and pop that right off of there. And it's definitely, there's a leak somewhere in here. And actually these look like they are kind of worn in more than they should be as well. I don't know exactly why that is. So now I'm going to clean this up, take my old part or my new part and replace it. But I'm going to spray this with some brake clean and clean this up a little bit of rag and toothbrush action. And I just took these parts out and I'm comparing them, and they actually look very similar, but as you can see right there and right there, there's a big I don't know, cover piece, and it's not on this side. So this is quite a bit longer in length from piston to piston, so I am going to take it back to the parts place and see if I either got the wrong part or if there's a couple different ones they use in this rig. Sometimes for some reason they used you know, if they had extra previous year parts or something like that, they would use those up before they started using their newer ones, which could be something like that, because they really do look identical except for the fact that the new one looks quite a bit longer. So I'm going to go take that back and drag this out even longer for myself. To the part store, and according to them, this is the one that goes in there. It just looked a little bit different, so I didn't want to take a chance, but I had them even open up a box while I was there of the same part, and it was the same. I got this little plug on here that I put on to try and not lose as much fluid as possible. And I'll have to get that off. Alright, and it's pretty much just as easy as plugging this back in to the hole that it goes into here. And I would recommend trying to actually connect your brake hose first. That way you can move this a little bit more, because that brake hose is not very bendable, and you want to make sure you get it in there right. I'm going to stick my head in your way trying to get that in, but put it in same way as you take it. And you want to just start everything by hand and then tighten everything back up. I mean, really, you don't need to watch me do that. So I'm going to end this video here. If you need to know how to get this far into it to get to this and how to put it back together, I have a video on drum brakes for this rig, so go check that out. Alright, this is Sam, Jack of all, master of none. Y'all have a good one.